Hi, my name is Wolf the hyen-pup, or Wolf for short, and this is an introduction video for meiosis. Or at least it was going to be that until I realized that only the introduction was getting too long, so I decided to make this into 2 or maybe 3 videos. The first one talking about my history with meiosis, and the second one introducing my current oosis. And if there is a third part, there will be stuff like more specific oosis information and stuff like that. But for now, here is the first one, and I hope you enjoy learning a bit more about my life here. So, when I first heard the term oosi, I didn't know what that was, and for some reason I couldn't find an answer that I could understand. I just thought that an oosi meant a representation of yourself, but in drawing form, so like just like an art sauna, but like literally you, how you looked. So I had some stuff in like TikTok form, like oosi challenges and stuff that I will be putting here. That was literally me drawing myself in those kind of challenges and those kind of stuff. I do not have the videos because that account got lost in time. I had tried to look that up, but I can literally not find it. But here are the drawings that I made about myself, because I thought that was an oosi. I also had created some things that could technically be oosis, but they barely had a name or a story or anything. I just kind of created characters that I thought looked cool, but it wasn't an oosi technically, but also it kinda can count on that category. So then in 2021 I found a community on TikTok named ñoños medievales. I honestly don't know how to translate that to English. Maybe like medieval weeps. I don't know how to translate ñoños. But yeah, it was a community on TikTok that started posting videos making medieval kind of characters and cosplaying them and making stories and all of that, and I just completely fell in love with that community and everything that they were making at the moment, and I decided to make my own character in that universe. Her name is Ailenia. She was the first oosi I technically created, like fully oosi, or that I consider to be my first oosi, and I just love, like, I know lots of people have their oosis that they created when they were children and that grew up with them. I created Ailenia when it was like barely getting out of the COVID pandemic, and she's still here with me, and I just love her. I love that oosi so much, and I am so happy that I made her in that moment because she has been through a lot with me. Then once I got a grip on like Ailenia as her own character, I started creating more and more oosis, but only through cosplay, because I honestly don't know why I didn't draw any of them, but I just felt kind of more comfortable, I guess, doing them in cosplay. So every character that I made was designed to be a cosplay oosi with things that I already had or that I could get like kinda easily. I honestly don't remember how I got the term. Probably it was also through ñoños medievales, but in some part of that creation I finally understand what an oosi was. So I started making oosis like more knowing what I was doing, kind of. And like I said, my oosis were created specifically to be cosplayed or to be put in a roleplay chat situation, because I also with Ailenia started doing roleplay chat. That was something that when I was little I was kind of afraid, because they seemed to be lots of rules and stuff that I honestly just didn't understand. But through the ñoños medievales, I got to know amazing people that are still friends now, and I just started feeling more comfortable doing that thing that I didn't understand. So yeah, I started to create characters, not only for cosplay but also to be NPCs in roleplays and stuff like that. At that point, I also started playing one-shots in D&D with some friends. I, again, had never played that because, again, I was scared of the rules and stuff. I started playing some one-shots, and there was this character that I just fell in love with completely. Her name is Laina. She is a Canicornix, that is a race that I made up, that is just like canine creatures with antlers or horns, because for some reason I love to put antlers or horns or even wings on stuff. I just feel like it looks so cute. But this was technically the first character in my first OC that I started drawing instead of cosplaying, cause I couldn't cosplay her correctly because she would look more anthropomorphic than what she is. She is literally a dog, like her form is a dog with antlers, so I couldn't cosplay her correctly, so I started drawing her with her companion in the campaign, and drawing her in silly little scenarios, and she was technically the first OC that I continuously drawed, and I just love her so much. Then something happened. I don't want to get in specifics with that because it is very personal to me and to lots of friends of mine. But something happened in my life that made me kinda stop making OCs and making their stories, because all of my OCs were really interconnected with what happened. So I just didn't feel like making more and doing more for them, and I was like just very depressed for a while. It's something that still affects me to this day, but then something happened again. One day I was with two of my best friends, just going through it. We were the three of us dealing with that stuff, and we decided, because the three of us liked making OCs and roleplaying as them and cosplaying them and all of that, we decided to make a new world from zero. It isn't something that is super intricate, because we just don't feel like make something too intricate for this. We just wanted somewhere to start fresh and make new stuff, and so that is what we did. We created a world named Avalon, in which we started creating more and more stuff, just random characters to put in there, and I started to roleplay and to create stuff again, which was something that I really missed and that I really love, because like I said before, my OCs are kind of my everything, kind of the way I exist, the way I see the world and exist with the world, so make those again was really fulfilling. I still was making them only for cosplay and roleplay, cause I don't know why that felt comfortable and what I was used to do. That was until I began to draw OCs I had created and started to imagine them in other forms other than what I can do in cosplay, because there's only so much that I can do with cosplay. And then I created my first OC that wasn't created for cosplay before it was created for the design purpose of making the OC. I created Indy. She is my Has-Been Hotel OC, and even if she looks more humanoid than other of my OCs, I created her first thinking and analyzing everything of her design. I thought about the color palette and what every part of her design meant, and she was also for roleplay, but I really enjoyed the process of designing and thinking every part of her design. And then the friend I was roleplaying her with told me that we could cosplay the couple we were making. He was also with an OC of his, and I was just so in love with this OC that I wanted to try to cosplay her. So that was when I decided to start kinda sewing what her clothes were and thinking how could I make these clothes and this OC that I had designed in a cosplay way, but not with what I had, but making stuff for what I had designed. I made her sleeves and her top with an old t-shirt I had, and I am currently kind of stuck with the wig, but it is there. It is a work in process. I had already cosplayed her in a kind of light way, like I want to in some moment cosplay her better with better makeup and like everything kind of more accurate, but she was the first OC I created with design in mind and then cosplay, so she is definitely kind of a turning point with my OC creations. Here is where I am a little bit scared. I am currently trying to create more diverse OCs. I am trying to make OCs with different body types, and there are different races that I am, cause I would love to make my character reprise more diverse. It's something that I am actively working on. I just have a slight problem with that, and it is that I had tried to make more diverse OCs and failed in the process, not because the design wasn't it or because I wasn't attached to the character, but kind of the opposite. I had a character named Thea. I kinda also put a lot on her design and lots of stuff, and I love her a lot, but I have her really abandoned, cause I got too attached to her like I do with all of my OCs. And when I got attached to characters that are technically possible to cosplay, I want to cosplay them, but here's the problem, as you may see. She is a black character, I am a white person, so I will obviously not be doing blackface for an OC. That will be just completely wrong, and that is completely out of limits. I don't know if I need to specify that, but I specify that in case. But yeah, I get attached to my characters and then I want to cosplay them, because it is such a fun way for me to connect with my characters. But then I make more diverse characters and I want to cosplay them, but I can't because it will not be correct. So I don't know what to do with that. I currently have more diverse OCs, kind of. There is Acrux, that is one of the OCs I created for Avalon, and I am currently redesigning them to be more of what I think they would look like, since I also originally created them for cosplay. And for that, I decided that it just made sense for the character to be a plus-size character, because he is literally a star that can transform its body to a more human-like body, but it is still a star. It is still a ball of light that was brought from outer space, and I think it makes sense that all of the energy that a star can contain, and technically stars are really big in comparison of humans, so it makes sense that they are plus-sized, and they are not only plus-sized, they are also very tall and big in comparison of the other characters of like Avalon and stuff. And also I decided that they don't wear clothes because they are a star, they are a minor deity, and they don't have any kind of like genitals, so they also don't feel the need to cover any part of their body, so they just don't wear clothes. And since I am obviously not going to go nude making cosplay, I know I cannot cosplay them, so I feel kind of more secure in experimenting more with making a diverse cast of OCs with them, because now I am sure that I will not cosplay them, because the decision to make them not wear clothes was a decision I made before I decided that it makes sense for them to be plus-sized. But that was something that took time and that not always happens, so I truly do not know how to make a more diverse OC cast without that. Why is cosplaying them so important of a thing for me? That is kind of a simple question for me to just answer. It's because I am an autistic person, my OCs are my special interest, and that special interest is pretty much entangled with cosplay since I started creating OCs for cosplay. So in my mind, those things are kind of the same, kind of go back to back. So I have tried and I am in the process of detaching those things, but it is not easy. So that is the reason why I don't have that diverse of a cast of OCs. And if you have any recommendations in what I can do with this and to expand my character's diversity with this, I would really appreciate it. But now, going back to everything, as at this point of my life, I have lots of characters, I have lots of OCs because I really love making OCs. Is something that I find a lot of joy in. And I even have OCs that to me are only for cosplaying or mostly for cosplaying. And at the same time, I have OCs that are only for drawing or mostly to be drawn and not for me to cosplay. Because there are OCs that I enjoy more cosplaying them and I do not really enjoy that much drawing them, and there are OCs that I can't or don't feel that comfortable cosplaying, but I kind of do not decide which is which. Like, I technically can decide, but I also don't know. I have created characters that were supposed to be only for drawing and that I am planning to cosplay them, and vice versa. I have made characters that were created with the cosplay and with what I have in mind, and that now I want to draw them. So yeah. But well, that is my history with OCs. Now I want to share some extra thoughts that I have, because I kinda tend to yap a lot when it is about OCs, because like I said, it is my special interest. So when I started creating OCs with Ilenia and all of the characters that followed, basically until Indie came to the mix, I only created OCs that were in my own original universes or that were in universes that were not like official. Like, I had D&D characters and like Fate characters and my character from Los Niños Medievales, but all of those had kind of a way for me to create with more than just what was in there, because to me it felt weird to mess with canon stuff, so I didn't make any like OC for a not original universe until Indie, because yeah, it felt weird. And that is like the same reason as why I do cosplay more my OCs than other characters, because it feels kind of weird to not represent them the exact way they are portrayed in their IP. I am working on that, and I have loosened a lot in that sense, but yeah, I don't know, I just think it's kind of funny. I do prefer to create characters in my own original universes, because I feel like I can mess around more with what I do and what I don't do and stuff like that. Also, even if I do enjoy more to create OCs in my own original universes, in reality I am not that good in creating intricate worlds, so my most complex design-wise OCs are, I think, the ones from the universes that I have not created. Also, I am a little bit obsessed with creating new OCs. Like, I love having them and I love making more stuff for their stories and their character development and all of that, but I don't know, there is something about creating a new character, a new OC, that I just really enjoy, so I have truly lots of them. I still to this day create OCs mostly for roleplay chat and stuff like that, because it is something that I still do and I really enjoy, because it's one of my favorite ways to connect with my characters and to do stuff with my characters, and also it's a way to connect with my friends and my partners and stuff, so I just really enjoy it. So my characters are still being tied to that. And for the same reason, not all my OCs have that much intricate storylines and backstories and stuff, because a lot of the time when I create an OC for a roleplay chat situation, it can happen that the roleplay just gets stuck, or it just doesn't work out, or the idea doesn't progress that much, or just whatever in life happens, and that is okay, that happens. And so I have lots of OCs that I had created that I love, but a lot of the time those OCs end up kind of in a back drawer, like just in case of anything, I don't know what, but in case of anything. Lots of those characters end up having multiple different versions of themselves, because I try to reuse them for different roles, but lots of the time when I do that, it also doesn't work out, so it's kind of weird, but I still love them, so they're still there. But yeah, this was my video about my history with OCs. The next video will be the introduction video for my OCs, where I talk very generally of them and their worlds and stuff. I know I said this one will be that, but yeah, stuff changes. I hope you still like this one though. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff and this kind of content, and you will want me to make a more specific video about my OCs, maybe their lore, their design choices, how they came to be, I don't know, anything. I love to yap about my characters, but if that is something you are interested in, please let me know in the comments. But that's it for today's video. If you enjoy it, please give it a like and subscribe. It still feels weird to say that, but I know that comments, subscribes, and just that kind of stuff in general is what makes a channel grow, so you would really help me with that. But with not much to say, bye!